What is Schumann Resonance? 7.83 Hertz. The sound of the earth. My name's Guy from Pure Frequency, and today I'm going to look into what Schumann frequency is and how it relates to the human mind, meditation and relaxation music, and why this frequency is focused upon so commonly. The electrical heartbeat of Earth, originally theorized and later proven. Winfried Otto Schumann believed that there was a background electromagnetic frequency resonance in the ionosphere that was controlling the flow of lightning in the atmosphere. He initially believed it was around about 10 Hertz, but when they started recording it, they found it was more averaging around about 7.83 Hertz. It is a resonance spike in the ultra-low frequency range of the electromagnetic field between the surface of the Earth and the ionosphere. 7.83 Hertz is the fundamental frequency of this resonance. It also has a series of harmonics that can be measured. The second harmonic is 14.1 Hertz. The third harmonic is 20.3 Hertz. The fourth harmonic is 26.4 Hertz. The fifth harmonic 33 Hertz. The sixth harmonic is 39 Hertz. The seventh harmonic is 45 Hertz. The higher harmonics are generally fairly low amplitude, so the readings are generally taken between 0 and 40 Hertz. 7.83 is just the average of the fundamental frequency. It can vary quite a lot. And the day that I was watching it, it varied between 7.5 Hertz and around about 8.15 Hertz. The variations are thought to be attributed to variations in the solar wind, gamma radiation from space, the static electricity in the air with thunderstorms overhead, and also electrical pollution on Earth. The harmonics can also vary greatly. The first correlation between the Schumann resonance and the human mind is that ECG readings, the predominant brainwave states in humans, is between 0 and 40 Hertz. It is even sometimes thought that the frequency wavelengths contain the information to create certain conditions mentally and physically on the surface of the Earth. For instance, it's thought that certain wavelengths contain the information for viruses to replicate and build upon each other. We also know about sympathetic resonances and how they can make people be synchronized to certain frequencies and to each other. For instance, the rhythm of a drum synchronizing people's heartbeats. So let's have a look at what brainwave frequencies correspond to the Schumann resonance fundamental frequency and its harmonics. I find that when I'm listening to music or writing music with the 7.83 frequency embedded in it, I get an overall feeling of connectedness with the universe, more of a connection to my higher self. I feel less influenced by external narratives and dialogues that aren't in my best interest, and can focus more on what's really beaming down to me from my higher self. I feel not so much a deeper connection to nature, but I feel like I get more from meditating when I'm in nature and become aware of, I feel it's almost like an interface for communicating directly with nature. 7.83 Hertz falls in the theta range of brainwave activity. The theta state is known for imagery, creativity, planning, dreaming, Zen meditation, drowsiness, near sleep brainwaves, but not actually sleeping, emotional and physical healing, life, wisdom and life exploration. Some people say that military remote viewers operate in this range. It's a source of spiritual connection, the subconscious mind, creative insight. twilight learning, vivid mental imagery, and found in advanced meditators. So you can see the theta range is quite an important frequency range for people who are focusing on meditation. 7.83 Earth Resonance is known to enhance grounding. It is anti-jet lag, anti-mind control. It enhances ESP and is also shown to enhance psychic healing experiments. It improves stress tolerance. Earth resonant frequency leaves you feeling revitalized like you've spent a day in the country. Facilitates pituitary stimulation to release growth hormone. It has also been found that higher octaves of 7.83 can also stimulate the pituitary in the same way, especially 31.32 Hz. These are higher octaves, not the harmonics of the Schumann Resonance. 14.1 Hz is the first harmonic of the Schumann Resonance. 14 Hz is associated with being awake and alert focus, vitality and concentration on tasks. It is also known to enhance intelligence when it's combined with 22 Hz. 14.1 Hz also is associated with accelerated healing. The next harmonic is 20.3 Hz. 20 Hz is at the edge of the audible range in most people. Any tone that's lower than 20 Hz is generally heard as a pulse, which is why I feel that binaural beats and monaural beats are so effective in frequencies lower than 20 Hz, because they're heard by the ear as a pulse anyway, so they're sort of naturally accepted in that form. 20 Hz is known to help with fatigue. It is also known to stimulate the pituitary gland and release growth hormone, and is known as an adrenal stimulant. It can help with tinnitus. It also is known to help with sinus disorders and head colds, and is commonly used as a cure-all frequency in the Rife frequency method. 20.3 Hz is also known to correspond with the brainwaves created in people who are under the effects of LSD. And I could assume from that it would probably enhance creativity and probably change your perspective on the world a little bit. The next harmonic is 26.4 Hz. 20.6 is known for astral projection enhancement. It is also the brain frequency produced by some people who are meditating. Also around the frequency that cats purr. That frequency is also thought to have an effect on healing and strengthening of the cat's bones. The fourth harmonic of the Human Resonance is 33 Hz. There is some disagreement on where the gamma range begins and where the beta range ends. Some say 30 Hz, some say 40 Hz. So either way, this is in a high beta or a low gamma range, and it is known as the frequency for Christ consciousness. It is known to enhance hypersensitivity, and it is also the resonant frequency that has been measured inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, inside the room where the granite sarcophagus is, which is quite interesting because that is often suggested to be a place where the ancients used to go to meditate, and it used to be one of the homes of the mystery schools, which is another interesting correlation with Christ consciousness. Whereas to some accounts they say Christ was definitely well versed in the mysteries of Egypt. The fifth harmonic is at 39 Hz. 39 Hz is associated with endorphin release. The interesting thing, when you consider that these frequencies are bouncing around and they're just averages, is that 40 Hz is another significant number. 40 Hz is dominant when problem solving in fearful situations. It is combined with 22 Hz for out-of-body travel. It's also used with 22 Hz for psychic healing. They say that 40 Hz activity varies from 38.8 Hz to 40.1 Hz. and the average frequency is in the 39.5 range, so therefore essentially being at the Schumann resonance anyway. It is also used for neurofeedback training, and it can help create a relaxed body focused mind state of consciousness, or that flow state when you're in the flow. 40 Hertz is shown to activate just before people answer mathematical questions, and that 40 Hertz pulses are also thought to lead to synchronization. Coordinates the neurons assigned to the processing of incoming sensory stimulation. So it could be said that it acts as a form of the brain's operating system frequency, and sort of combines the logical mind with the creative mind. The sixth and final commonly seen harmonic of the Schumann resonance is 45 Hertz. I cannot find a lot of information on 45 Hertz, but in general, in person, between 0 and 40 Hertz, so there's not a lot of things going on in the 45 Hertz range. The frequencies higher than 45 Hertz, or 50 to 60 Hertz range in particular, are seen as having negative outcomes. Things like EMFs, the electrical power grids in some places. Ironically enough, a lot of those frequencies are being kept classified. So how do we incorporate all this into music? When I'm writing meditation music, obviously things to take into consideration are creating an atmosphere and using nice slow moving sounds and not too many transients to sort of disturb the listener. But there are other things to consider as well, such as how you should be tuning your instruments and what tempo you should be synchronizing to fit within these waveforms. So making gentle melodies that incorporate octaves of these fundamental frequencies and their fifths really help to harmonize with the waveforms of these fundamental universal earth frequencies that have been proven to be so beneficial to humans over time. Now the only thing left to do is to immerse yourself in some nice ambient music with these frequencies embedded within them and find out for yourself whether they work. And that's the fun part. The only thing you have to lose is your stress. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. I'm Guy from Pure Frequency. I hope you've enjoyed the information today, and I hope it inspires you to take a deep dive into the fantastic world of ambient music. Namaste.